Alright people, this is Brad the Lad back again with another video, and it's another Philip Neville training session, and as you can see, Phil is going to be training for Burnley. Now, interesting thing about this, I actually picked Burnley out of the blue bag, obviously because the decider between Reading and Huddersfield ended goalless, ended in a draw, which is annoying. Yeah, that was Huddersfield's last chance to win a game, to get Phil in their ranks. But they'll have to. The only way they can now is out of the blue bag. So Phil is going to have a shot at Lee Grant, who is a Manchester United goalkeeper now. And you know, the question is, can he get into Sean Dyche's team? Could he replace Phil Bardsley? Kind of a similar name. What a goal that is there from Philip. That is absolutely outstanding. Look at that. Right-footed shot. Keeper's got no chance. So, yeah, obviously, the Burnley was going to be a decider with Norwich as like a decider for who we will train for out of those two teams, and that was going to be booked another appointment for another week. But the blue bag said Burnley, so we've gone with Sean Dyche's Clarets. This is actually the season when Sean Dyche actually took over from Burnley, from Eddie Howe, who went back to Bournemouth, and he is still there, and probably taking him to relegation. But yeah, Burnley, they're in action tonight against West Ham. Last time I checked, they were winning 1-0. So well done to Burnley. They must be very confident because they've got Phil in their team, sort of, doing a training session at the training ground, whatever you want to call it. And Phil is going to have another attempt, and he's going to smash it into the net. So Burnley have also made a lot of progress over the past few years, being in the Premier League, getting relegated in 2015, coming back up in 2016, staying up in 2017 and reaching Europe in 2018. The following season was a bit difficult, and they've had a few troubled times as well this season as well. But Burnley are on the right track. They're challenging for European football, which is a possibility for Sean Dyche's team. And there are a few teams who are chasing after 7th. It's a really interesting race to see who will get into Europe this season. But yeah, I've heard some stuff about Burnley as well, about Sean Dyche possibly becoming the next Crystal Palace manager to replace Roy Hodgson. Not next season, but the season after, because Hodgson earlier on in the season signed a 1-year contract. I don't know whether he's still going to keep going, or whether he's gonna, if he's gonna retire or whatever. I'm sure he will very, very soon. But Crystal Palace are not the most entertaining team to watch. Anyway, this isn't a Crystal Palace episode. We've already done that. This is a Burnley episode. They've got some bright, talented players in the team. They play a different kind of football. Everyone calls Burnley Brexit FC. They've got some brilliant players. They play a very British style of football, said Pep Guardiola after they drew 1-1. After Pep Guardiola's Man City side drew 1-1 at Turf Moor in 2018. And, Burnley play long ball, they play the physical stuff. Very difficult to play at Turf Moor, like your modern day Stoke in many ways, and how they were under Tony Pulis. Dwight McNeil is, he is an absolute sparkling player. He is absolutely fantastic. Here's Phil again. Can he score a free kick from 19 yards? No, it's wide of the target. Magical, magical. Absolutely magical. Oh, no, it's not magical quite. Next week, guys, I've actually chosen to do a Norwich City training session because Norwich could be relegated from the Premier League next week. And, you know, just to commiserate for the Norwich fans, to make them a bit happy with a world-class Philip in their team. You know, so maybe you could reconsider him to possibly be a future manager for Daniel Farke. Phil's actually one of the contenders to be the next Burnley boss if Sean Dyche decided to leave, which is quite bizarre, actually. You know, it'd be quite cool for him. Pep Guardiola's actually convinced him to take charge of a club in club football. We don't know which club that is going to be, but he is still the England women's manager until 2021, in the summer anyway. So yeah, that's going to be quite interesting to see if he could manage in the Premier League. I think he'll be an excellent manager. I know it hasn't gone too well in the England women's job, but I do think he will be a sensational manager, in my opinion. And even if he isn't, I'll still admire the guy. He's still a legend. Oh, that's a good save there from Lee Grant. Oh, that's another excellent finish into the bottom corner. Oh, that's a brilliant goal. Terrific. Oh, that's a really good effort. Dipping shot. Oh, another classic effort. Oh, not bad. Not bad. Keeper is really in hot form today. Here comes Phil again. Oh, what a sensational strike. Okay. There's Phil again. Oh, just clipped over the bar. It's another effort. Oh, it's palmed away. Phil gets it under control. And Phil again. Oh, what a strike. So that is the end, guys, of the Burnley training session. Thank you so much for watching. Next week is the Norwich episode. And, in fact, we'll get the blue bag out to book an appointment for the next in 2 weeks' time. And the team will be Yeovil Town. So 2 weeks' time, Yeovil is the training session for Phil. Thanks, guys, for watching. See you all soon.